Welcome into the Oh Health Yeah podcast, brought to you by Healthy is Wellness. As you all know, our mission is to empower you to take control of your health and elicit a little bit of curiosity in your life when it comes to the world of wellness. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and if you have loved ones or friends that you think would benefit from this, share it with them. Let's get this thing going. Game on. We're playing a fun one today. We're going to do rapid fire. It's going to be similar to our Hot Topics episode, except I only get about 30 seconds to answer each question. Zach's going to shoot them at me. I'll answer them in short fashion, even if I sweat a little bit or cry. We're going to do super fast. Super fast, sorry. So rapid fire, game on.
Are you ready?
Here we go.
Grip strength.
A great metric to track, indicative of tons of health outcomes.
VO2 max.
Frick. Not as important metric to track, but still indicative of health outcomes.
ApoB.
Chronic risk indicator. Hard to get the number, though. Hard to get access to your own.
Dietary protein.
Extremely important. Hard to find due to foods being hyperpalatable and ripped of protein. Gosh, it's hard to answer these in short form.
Cold plunging.
Great. Mental acuity boost. Very, very great for individuals based off of their goals.
Carnivore diet.
Seasons of life. Short term can be great. Not something I would recommend for somebody to do their whole life. It reminds me of like summer, spring, fall type vibe.
Melatonin.
Can be beneficial if used right.
Artificial sweeteners.
Ooh. I almost think of them as a tool. They're beneficial for I wouldn't say beneficial for the body. They're a beneficial substance that can allow you to absorb things and enjoy things. So that's where I'm at.
Without the negative effects of sugar.
I was trying to keep it short, dude.
Yeah.
You told me to keep it short.
Alcohol.
Good in very, very small amounts. Can be extremely negative when misused.
Sauna and heat stress.
Love it. Tons of science out about it. Not only with like heart and like the chronic risk benefits, but also skin and those type of things. So I love that.
Sleep architecture.
Sleep architecture. I don't even know. Give me more.
Why 8 hours is meaningless if your deep and REM stages are trashed.
When I think sleep, I think quality over quantity for sure.
Really?
Yes, in my mind.
Okay. DEXA scan.
Ooh. Another good tool, I would say. Good tool to see where you're at and if the changes you're making in your life are valuable for you, but also don't get addicted to it. Doesn't define everything.
Okay.
These are hard to answer in short.
We're going to just do a few more. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So, GLP-1s.
Great tool. Beneficial if used correctly with habits.
All right. Here's a real advanced one that you might not know anything about, but you surprise me with stuff like this sometimes. The Wolverine Stack.
Oh, yeah. Peptides.
Yep. You have heard it. See, you surprised me.
I think BPC 157 is a part of it.
And TP 500.
Yep.
So the nuance for our listeners. These injectable peptides are taking over the gray market. Are they miraculous for joint repair, or are we injecting unregulated chemicals with zero long-term safety data?
Everything that I hear is extremely beneficial for the body and a great tool for recovery, especially after like an ACL or reconstructive surgery.
Would you try it?
Yes.
At this point, you would try it?
Yeah. If I had a surgery where I felt like it would help me recover and repair.
Your ACLs?
If I tore my ACL, yes, I would probably try it. Yeah. I've been down that road too many times.
Okay. No, these three are about over optimization. Wearable stress
Where
is the constant tracking of heart rate value and sleep scores actually causing the cortisol spikes we're trying to fix?
depends on the relationship with the device. The device itself is not going to fix your health or miraculously make you a healthier individual. It can be a tool that can help you to begin take control of metrics and see how things change. That was a longer answer than it was supposed to be.
The raw movement, raw milk, raw water, and unpasteurized everything. Is it returning to our ancestral roots or a dangerous rejection of 150 years of public health data? I'm going to be staunch on this. Pasteurize your milk.
Yeah, I think that is a little extreme. Although I love the idea of eating things that we can hunt, pick, or gather, going back 200 years and trying to think through what they did. There's a little bit of an extremist side to the story.
For sure. For sure. Okay. Last one on over-optimization, and then I just got a few more, okay? Screening obsession. Our whole body MRIs and liquid biopsies, early cancer detection, finding incidentalomas.
Incidentalomas.
Tiny issues that would have never killed you, but lead to unnecessary risky surgeries. I think it feeds the orthorexia.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, you can never know where you're at if you don't look at where you're at, though, too. That's the hard part for me. I think of people with disposable income and how they use this lever to their advantage. A lot of people don't have the opportunity to do those things. Do I think that additional screenings for any health outcome is negative? No. But do I think that those type of things are for everybody? Absolutely not, because we can't afford those things. I think there's value in knowing where you're at when it comes to any health metric.
I think that question leads me to a much more simplistic question, is like, if you could do a scan that would tell you when you would die.
Oh gosh, that's not a simple question.
It's simply put.
Would I do it?
Yeah. Because it would change the way that you live your life. I don't know if it's good or bad, but if you knew that you only had a week to live, are you going to live differently? And does that mean that maybe you should start living differently? You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is not a simple question. This is a whole episode of the
yeah.
podcast.
Maybe, well, you know what? We'll table this and we'll do a whole podcast episode just on this question.
Because honestly, in my mind, I don't even know how I would answer that.
Yeah.
Would I want to know? I don't know. Would it change who I am as a human being? It might.
Okay. So this is the push for plant-based protein actually a recipe for sarcopenia in the elderly? Sarcopenia is muscle wasting.
I don't know if it's a direct relationship for that due to the fact that at least they're getting some form of protein and some form of amino acids. Now, if you were to go like just straight up vegan or vegetarian, is that a push for sarcopenia? If you're not prioritizing protein and getting any form of protein, then odds of sarcopenia increase dramatically. So I wouldn't say that plant-based proteins do that due to the fact that they're still trying to help you get protein intake.
Okay. This one, in my opinion, is massively controversial in the sense that you are pitting two medical specialties against each other.
Shut the cameras off. We can't answer it.
Have we over applied sunscreen to the point of causing mass vitamin D and circadian rhythm crisis?
Ooh.
It's a tough one because a dermatologist will tell you that cancer. It damages our skin cells.
What was the last part of that question? Can you just repeat the question?
Yeah, I'm just reading off of Google. Have we over applied sunscreen to the point of causing a mass vitamin D and circadian rhythm crisis? That's a tough one.
Oh man, my answer is so nuanced, but what I would say is there's definitely a possibility that we have, but it comes back to the idea of like the screening thing, like figuring out where your vitamin D sits.
Yeah.
If your vitamin D is extremely low, covering your whole body head to toe every single time you go outside in sunscreen might not be the best for you. So figuring out where you're at with that one, I think, from an individual perspective.
I like that answer. It's tough.
It is.
Okay.
That's a hard one.
I think that's all I've got for you, my friend.
That's all you got.
Yep.
What would your answer be on the vitamin D one, sunscreen one? Because I know you.
I'm a ginger, bro.
So what?
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen always?
I don't want to be in pain.
God, where's your vitamin D at when you tested it last?
20, 25. It was like 22.
Gotcha.
That's a really tough one. I'm not even really willing to try because, dude, I just burn. I burn. I don't tan. Like, my forearms tan, but I also have 8 gajillion freckles. I feel like you tan.
I tan, yeah, really easily. I'm pretty lucky in that sense.
But isn't tan also damage?
Well, what's crazy about vitamin D is the darker your skin gets, the less vitamin D you absorb. So, like, as you get tanner, you actually absorb less vitamin D. African American people are at a very high rate when it comes to low levels of vitamin D due to the fact that they're just darker skin.
Because of the melanin in their skin.
Yeah, kind of crazy. Fun fact.
It is. Okay, well, that's all I got.
Cool. Thank you guys very much for jumping in with us today for this rapid fire episode. If you have any questions or things like this that you want us to answer, leave them in the comments or shoot us a message on social media and we will answer them. Thank you so much for tuning in and enjoy your day.